My name is Jaime Brennan. I'm running for the Board of Education as a mom and current FCPS parent to two awesome high schoolers. I'm a certified public accountant with over 25 years of experience, and I served as a board member on the Frederick Classical Charter School, currently the #1 charter in Maryland. While working at the charter school, I saw behind the educational curtain and I learned how FCPS operates. And to be honest, I didn't like what I saw. At the charter school, I saw children thriving with evidence-based curricula that aligned with their learning styles. But at FCPS, I saw dysfunction. That's why I'm running. Once you see behind the curtain, you cannot unsee it. Every child deserves an education that allows them to thrive, but somewhere along the line, right under our noses, our educational system has gone off the rails. Academics have gone off the rails. Picture a classroom of 10 children in Frederick. One of them could be yours. Right now, only 3 of those children pass their graduation tests. The other 7 fail. That's a lot of kids not achieving their potential. Accountability has gone off the rails. At a recent meeting, our Board of Education talked about how only half the students are passing their grade level tests. But instead of being concerned, our board celebrated this because FCPS still exceeded state averages. Later in the same meeting, the board touted their 95% graduation rates, 50% proficiency, 95% graduation. Most of the board happily sat there and cheered these abysmal results with no sense of irony or contradiction. No hard questions, no concerns, and no accountability. Respect for our parents have gone off the rails. Our schools now hide vital information about your child from you, such as providing counseling to your child, but not telling you that it happened or what was discussed. Staff can allow your child to live as the opposite gender at school without your knowledge or your consent. Teaching controversial subjects is off the rails. They're introducing concepts about gender and sexuality to our very young children. And they've approved books for our libraries that most adults will be embarrassed to read aloud. Women's rights have gone off the rails. Our schools allow biological boys into girls' bathrooms, showers, and changing areas, violating their safety and their privacy. They allow boys to play on girls' competitive teams, violating their safety and fairness. Our budget has gone off the rails. Nearly $1 billion budget needs to be reviewed with a fine-tooth comb. As a certified public accountant with school budget experience, I can tell you there's absolutely waste and duplication there. The cost per student has outpaced inflation over the last 5 years, and administration costs have skyrocketed. Our money should go to teachers and classrooms, not bureaucracy. Our lack of educational options has also gone off the rails. Our charter schools have wait lists. Every year we turn away half the kids who apply to our Career and Technology Center, yet FCPS is balking at expanding it. We must expand access to the full-time early college program so our students who are ready can focus on more advanced learning instead of courses they don't need. If you think these problems ought to be solved, you think a lot like me. Unfortunately, despite many parents speaking up, they have been ignored. That's why I'm running. Parents need a common sense conservative to represent them on the Board of Education. Imagine for a moment if we took a different approach. Imagine if we worked side by side, parents and teachers, to provide every child a truly world-class education. What does it mean to be world-class? Take our best math students, those in the top 14%. If they went to school in Singapore, they'd be considered average there. Our students deserve educational excellence, but not just in math, in all subjects. So here's my plan. Our schools need to use scientifically based reading and math programs that deliver results. Our curricula need to be wholesome and politically neutral so that all families are respected, but also so that we focus kids on the important task of academics, not social policy. Becoming world-class is possible. It's been done before. Singapore wasn't always world-class. They worked for it. We can do the hard work too. Just ask yourself, do you think the road to world-class schools has more focus on academics or less? More parental involvement or less? More fairness for girls or less? More educational options or fewer? I think we know the answers. It's time to turn this ship around, but this isn't going to come easy. I need your support. I hope that you'll consider voting for me on May 14th and will join with me to rally our community around changing our broken system into a world-class one that works for every student.